These kids are skipping college to be TikTok famous.
Okay, play the audio. Play your audio so they can hear the back.
Left side by side. Right.
Go ahead. Let me see it.
I always feel like with these kids, when you see kids like this, they have really rich parents. If you have poor parents, you don't even have this option open, right? You don't dress like this. You don't have nails like this and rings and nice sweatshirts. They always have parents that can afford a nice living, so these kids can, like, imagine you come from a worker family. You don't think about this. You don't walk around TikToking. You're like, oh shit, I gotta fucking study to get a nice job so I don't land in the fucking streets.
Let's go.
The weirdest thing so far in this video,
Let's go.
a bunch of young girls, old man with a phone trying to look young and hip. Look at the hair, look at the jacket. He's trying to be young and hip. Weirdest thing so far.
They probably just made $15 million doing that.
I was like, what do y'all do? And he was like, I'm an influencer.
He actually answered, I'm an influencer?
Yes.
Oh, he's the reporter, okay.
I said,
He's the reporter.
How do you make money? I've never understood it. He was like, you know how there's like Beyonce and Jay-Z, famous people for music? He's like, well, we're famous for social media. I'm like, so people follow y'all just to watch your life? And then he was like, yeah.
But how do they actually make money? Probably they explain it. Like, you pull up one of these dumbass videos and 5 million kids watch it, and then a commercial runs, I guess? And then they make some sponsorships like, hi guys, this is my new lipstick. But how are they that rich? If 5 million people watch 10 minutes of a YouTube video, that's $5,000 into the YouTuber's purse, minus taxes, which is like 2.5K. So like, they must get millions of views every 10 minutes or some shit.
I was like, okay, sign me up.
Sponsors too? Mostly sponsors. I always feel like these people are on drugs. They're high on life, mate. What city is that?
So we're in West Hollywood going to a TikTok house.
Dude, California looks like a fucking desert, doesn't it?
Called The Vault, in which 6 people produce content of some sort for 1.5 million followers. Now, I don't know
mostly
what
the sponsors.
TikTok
Ads make
is,
nothing
or
on TikTok.
If I downloaded
But
it,
it is a desert.
an Amber Alert because I'm too old for this sort of thing. But
Where does California get its water from? There's millions of people living in a fucking desert. They're consuming. Where's all the water coming from? Is there like a big river or some shit? Didn't I read that once? There's a river, and they take that water, and the river goes to Mexico, and the Mexicans have no more water left or something. The ocean. Sure, man. You go back to bed, okay?
I need to find out what these people are doing and how they're making money.
Clouds?
They're forgoing college and they're forgoing high school to move to LA and make a ton of money by dancing on TikTok. It was just before.
When I watch videos like this is where I feel old. When I was young, right, I was into esports and gaming, and the adults like, what's gaming? You can make money off gaming? You can, yes, tournaments, right? And I was like, yeah, you boomers don't get it. And now I'm the boomer. I watch this shit and I'm like, what?
Noon when
you make
I
money
arrived
from
at
that?
Vault House.
I feel like the guy who's like, when people ask me, Tommy, what do you do for a living? Oh, I play video games for a living. Wait, what? You can get paid for that? That's what I feel about these people.
That is good. That'll be good content.
And its young occupants had only just peeled themselves from bed.
Dude, there's not a single girl that has normally sized nails.
Assembling for the day's writer's room, which featured no writers and took place on a couch.
Let's start morning meeting now.
Hello.
Focus.
Hello. We have hella heads today. What are we doing?
Yeah, but we're gonna have Ballo and Sweat.
How do you fuckers feel, huh? Working your ass off every single day and they make your salary in a day, bro? How do you feel, huh? Brings us back to my thing. Why are people not on the streets?
Bad boy Q overs. We should do this.
I think Kira should do a kiss or slap.
I'm not doing that.
They are sick of me kissing people.
No, they're
It's
not. They ask for it
boring.
every time.
Kieran Trey kissing.
Yeah. One can be don't bring a girl home or a boy home.
Oh, yes, yes.
And then one can be don't lose the group. Can you write these down because you're going to forget and then I'm going to be very upset.
Escalating, girl.
I don't have any idea what's happening.
What's poppin', chicken nugget?
Babe, wake up.
I didn't want to go to the party. I wanted to go to the party to scare bitches.
For the past few years, TikTok has been the fastest growing social media platform.
When you look at stuff like this, it makes total sense that Vladimir Putin thought he can shit on the West, right?
In the world. It currently boasts around 1 billion active users. And its astonishing growth was facilitated by crisis. During those long months of compelled COVID hibernation,
true. COVID helped a lot,
TikTok was the most downloaded app in the world.
That is very true.
A platform famous for its ubiquitous dance trends became a sort of gateway drug for Gen Zs and younger millennials. Those disinclined to flailing on camera sought notoriety on different terms.
It's to gift me that money back.
TikTok became a vast repository of makeup tutorials, unlicensed psychotherapy, questionable financial advice, and boorish humor.
Potato salad.
Having a more female-based audience makes you
TikTok was made by Chance and Weekend Us. If that's true, they did a very good job.
TikTok is all run by like our age range.
Who's the youngest person? How old are you? Can I ask?
18.
You're 18. Oh, so that's the youngest. None of you are from LA, is that right? How do you get here?
An old member that used to live here.
I went to high school with one of these
to come,
kids.
like, stay and hang out.
And that's somebody you knew through TikTok?
Right. Somebody on TikTok. They offered to trial me, like, see if I would be a fit for the house.
I mean, does everybody remember that first time that somebody was like, I want to pay you for the shit that you do?
I'm kind of wondering right now if my kid will do this, will I be happy or not? And I think I would be happy, to be honest. Because if my kid brings home millions of dollars in just a bunch of years, and then one day, you know, the TikTok hype is over, he comes back home, he brings a home of money home, and then he can maybe go back to normal life, which is going to hard. I don't think I will be so much against this. And I think that would be hypocritical. Imagine, that would be like my dad saying, I'm against your streaming, Tommy. I think if my kid will want to become a TikToker and is successful in it, I will be happy with that. Yeah, I said that, chat. If he does what he loves and brings money home and he can pay the bills, what the fuck? Why not?
I thought people were just doing videos for fun. Just go like,
I will be for it.
I had people asking to duet their videos, and they'll pay me. And I'm like $250, and I was working.
What were you doing at the time?
I was working at FedEx.
Slightly better than working at FedEx, isn't it?
Oh, way better.
So on your own TikTok account before you came here, like how many followers did you have?
Before I came out here, I had like 700,000. Right. Well, now I have 1.3 mil.
But you guys all
this is
have
like
your
Face
own
Clan.
individual
You
accounts
join them,
still?
you probably give them some money, and they make you big.
Are you posting to those too?
Yes. We just have to figure out how to keep everyone in their content.
Because my point is, you know, it's easy. You and me, we always like to be anti. Oh, fuck TikTok. Look at these Zoomers, blah, blah, blah. But I think it's very important to always be open to the future. This is the meta right now. This is the future. This is what kids like. This is what's ultra successful, whether you and me like it or not. That's the point, you know? We can shit on TikTok all day long. The fact right now is that this is a money printing machine, and all the kids love it.
Everyone's niche
That's
is
a
completely
fact.
different.
What's your niche?
I just stand in front of the camera and I just blink. I really do.
You're good at standing.
Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes they like me to stand in front of the camera with Spence, or sometimes they request I stand in front of the camera with my leg. And so if they want that, I'm like, okay, well, here's us.
This feels a bit fetishist, like a bit sexual, right? Like, I'm just in front of a camera looking good. That obviously has a sexual component, right?
The people watching.
TikTok must be a mecca for pedophiles, man. Like, imagine you're a pedophile and you open TikTok and you can watch all these girls doing stuff,
Who
man.
has the biggest following?
Probably a big problem.
How big is your following?
Right now, I have 4.1 mil.
I'm sorry, what now?
4.1.
You know that's the size of Ireland. It's about 4 million, the population of Ireland. How would you explain your appeal on TikTok?
I'm just known as a scary chick on TikTok.
She's actually talented.
Let's rip this bitch
Unlike
off.
the others.
The most successful video I have right now is like at 68 million views right now.
I'm sorry, 68 million views?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what is it?
It's just me like transforming, like turning into like a monster.
Crush them. How is that monetized, the 68 million?
68 million.
Even if it's fractions of a penny, that's a ton of money.
I actually didn't get paid for that video. I didn't get paid for that video.
Can you leave the number of your manager here so I can fire them for you? How do you make money?
A lot of promo.
A lot of promo. Wait, so you're not promoting your own stuff, you're promoting...
No, that's all, yeah.
People's songs.
People's songs, products.
I have this one, like, an exclusive manager who gives me sound promos, like songs. So like he's probably my biggest like income.
Is that seat taken?
That's my lap.
And as a manager, they take a cut, and they take like 15%?
50, I'd be like
50?
Yeah.
Really?
Agencies will sucker these kids that come from Nebraska or Ohio or like.
Oh, there you go. Behind the scenes, there's the old white man taking 50%, man.
Isn't someone here from Nebraska?
Him, that's why I said it.
So there's like a lot of exploitation in this world, right? Because most of the people are pretty young.
Exploit, man.
Yeah.
And don't have a ton of experience. It's like a pretty fertile ground for ripping people off.
Right.
But you guys make pretty good money, right?
Mm.
Yeah?
For the most part, yeah.
Just so you're not identifying yourself.
You need to be attractive.
What's like
That's
a
a big thing.
range?
Yeah, if you're ugly, you're not going to get a lot of followers.
It depends on the person and what your content
Make
is.
a lot of money.
It all depends on the engagement at the end of the day. Because I know people that have 5 mil followers, but
thank you, Hoax Man.
I know people with 200K that still have better views than me.
Yeah.
And they get paid more.
They get paid more.
Like if I have like 2 mil and Spence has 1 mil, and my engagement is like
you see that old man, he's so shocked. I don't want to be that man, man. I don't want to be like him. This shouldn't be shocking. It's just how these things work, man. You're watching a fucking idiot ginger watching this.
Isn't it? Do you guys ever feel like
that's the world we live in?
Anymore?
No, because I know it's
2 answers right next to each other. No, yes.
I know if I'm not doing this, I'm in Nebraska, bored off my ass, working a 9 to 5.
Okay, so what's today? What's the rest of the day look like?
We have some guests coming over, some other creators.
Yeah. Is that normal? That you have like cross-pollination between other houses and things like that?
Yes.
What's a secret you never told your ex?
Man, it's all about attractiveness, man. It's all about good-looking people, man. If you're ugly, you ain't doing shit on this website.
The world of influencers is competitive, bitchy, and incestuous.
There's no ugly fuck here, you know? You and me, we wouldn't be part of this group. Which is probably good.
That mean you chicken.
A reality show spread across dozens of Southern California zip codes. And my first day sequestered in a TikTok house featured an impromptu gathering of LA-based...
You know what has really died? You know what really lost all its coolness in the last 10 years, 10 to 15 years? Tattoos. When I was a kid, man, if you saw someone tattoo, you're like, oh, that guy is dangerous. Whoa, man, that guy is in a rock group. He knows the mafia, bro. Nowadays, if you have tattoos, you're just a fucking bitch, man. Like, this fucking kid has a fucking gun on his hand. Like,
TikTok celebrity.
Nowadays, if I see tattoos, I'm not scared anymore. I'm like, okay, man, sure. You have daddy issues, I get it.
I'm not waiting for them.
None of whom sparked even the faintest
people
recognition. It was like being present for the recording of a teenage We Are the World, but with more bling and no charity.
Thank you.
Let's tell you guys, make sure you're eating, drinking water, stay hydrated.
Yeah, my thing is just like ideas. That's the hardest thing, just coming up with ideas that like no one else does, just making them viral.
Okay.
I'm a bit shocked, man. Pluton did me dirty. Bit shocked. Thank you, Trill Marker, my dude, by the way. Thank you very much.
One more time for the outfit, guys.
But even their real-life social engagements are for the benefit of social media. One I forever trained on follower counts.
Makes you often think, how many real friends do they have? Like, you come from Nebraska, you go to LA, right? You get into this house in a really new environment, and how many people are truly your friends? That's probably a big, big issue with this social media stuff. I often felt, I don't know, like the big streamers like in Texas and stuff, is that real friendship? I think it is, though. I think there's a lot of real friendships, but like Ice Poseidon, look at Ice Poseidon. Do you think these people were his real friends, you know? You never know. Always a bit scary there. TommyKay Boomer confirmed. Thank you, Mayonnaise. Thank you, Peter Pint. I'm officially a fucking boomer, man. Thank you, Burn. What's Hearts of Iron for? I hear that every single day, man.
That's a lot of work. Okay.
So you increased 15 million in the past year. What?
15 million! With a Coca-Cola badge on his fucking jacket. 15 million in a year. So after taxes, the guy is a millionaire in a year, man. 7 million easy.
You are my fav boomer streamer, less than
What
3.
missives did you get in your clothes? Versatility and haste. I needed haste. Thank you, Feldy, for the 500. I worked as a bouncer in Austin one night, and Ice Poseidon was streaming right next to my club. Cool. Were you his friend?
On earth did you do that? And can you write it down on a small note card for me to do?
Basically, like there's like a married couple or a couple.
Like they even have to translate him because his English isn't good enough. Swag Boy Q.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Shit, man.
And I'll be like, hey.
I feel like such a loser. And he has a goat chain. How fucking epic is that? This guy is so much cooler than me. He has a goat chain because he's the goat. I'll pay you 10K if you let me kiss your girl right now.
Pay you $10,000 if you let me kiss your girl right now.
Can I give a girl a kiss for $10,000 all in cash? Facebook. Stop. We're not doing that.
Huh?
We're not doing
Do you actually
So
pay them?
fake, man.
I mean, 9 times 10 of them were through on it. So look, I got this guy right here on Instagram. Do you know who this is?
That's my boyfriend.
Well, a lot of guys don't sell their girls for money. Last and final offer, I got $50,000. This is my last time telling you. Just for a kiss.
On the lips.
On the lips.
Fuck off.
All right?
Yo, chill. 50K with me.
That is so fake, man.
Kissing is not.
That is not real at all. And that's a very sad thing. You saw it back in the day with the prank content on YouTube, all that pranking. It's all fake, man. Like these pickup artist streamers that go to girls and I'm gonna make her clear, guys. Just subscribe, man. We're gonna get late tonight, and it's all fake, man.
10 grand.
That's a bit sad.
The shit that I would do for 10 grand. I mean, good lord.
Crazy, right?
Whether your talent is paying women to make out with you or just being moderately attractive on camera, the influencer is always thinking about posting. Once you build a following, the key to retaining it is a steady stream of content.
I feel so old today.
Yes, the dog has to be in it.
In our short attention span age, and on a short attention span app, a lull in production and you'll quickly be overtaken and forgotten. Those
You probably
seemingly
get forgotten
candid
very quickly,
moments
yeah.
are often artfully choreographed.
And everybody with the tattoos! Like they were in prison!
And countless takes are
But they're just in
performed in order
TikTok
to get the videos just right.
Hey, one more time.
Much of what they film never makes it to their feed, but the feed must be constantly fed.
All right. Take 10.
The life of the influencer might look like one big vacation, but, I'm repeatedly told, successful TikTok personalities take no time off.
I probably get that, yeah. I don't think they take off. I think these people are like a streamer, man, like a successful streamer. You are really just into your thing and you love what you're doing and you think about it all day long. I think they have that. I will give them very good work moral. Hey, Tommy, since I've seen you play Bannerlord, you should try play. Oh my god. Thank you for the $10. Thank you. And thank you, Tasty, for the year, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you. King of Trans, welcome on Twitch. Follow me.
Spin.
It's only 8 seconds, Poppy. Get it.
1 year to much TBH.
We want to get the logo in the shot.
Is that like a director? Is that like a manager or something?
Michelle Vanius is the brains behind Voltes.
Genius woman, man. She brings these young kids together. She gets the money in.
It's Vanius who recruits the talent, signs them to her TikTok agent.
That's clever, man. That woman is very genius. Cannot talk shit about that, man. That's a very intelligent woman.
And moves them into one of her half-dozen TikTok houses.
Good job. That looks good.
How did you land on the TikTok influencer beat?
So I was a little familiar having come doing social media, web development. My daughter started YouTube at like 13.
That's very clever.
Because I recognized very quickly that this was just basically celebrity endorsements, but on a different level. And I saw how much money it was. We decided to focus on Gen Z. We had already been doing brand campaigns on TikTok since 2018, way before anyone was even paying attention to that platform. And then COVID hit. We were able to double the agency during COVID in 2020.
I mean, you're much more captive audience in those times. I mean, literally captive in a lot of...
They were growing fast.
She
You know,
is
it
the
was
whole
still
white
cheaper
guy.
than Instagram and YouTube, and we started a content house in
True,
April.
it's not a white guy.
Everybody can post, but no one has 4 walls to do traditional product placement like we do. So you might have a roster of influencers, but I got influencers in a house.
You just sounded like a prison warden.
I've got them on.
You have them captured in this one
She's
house.
laughing, but she knows there's some truth to it.
No.
They probably have contracts and stuff. Like, imagine you, young boy. Imagine you just entered puberty, man. You're 15 years old. You watch this shit, man. You're just... No wonder you're going to be weird. This guy's the biggest talent. He's the biggest talent of all. This video makes probably more than you make in a month. That video you just saw. That's the world we
Come
live
to
in.
you, and I
Fuck,
want to
man.
be one of your clients. Who do
Yeah,
you need
I
me to
need
be?
this not to be a hobby.
Okay.
I need this to be your priority. And
Makes sense, though.
because we invest in the younger generation, because we know how 10 times their revenue
Maybe in a year
income will
even.
be generated when they
Maybe.
start getting married and start having kids.
They probably
Then
made
can
more
work
with that
the
video than I did
Home
in a Euro
Depots
supermarket.
and the Target, which is where the real money is. If I can maintain your production, our investment in the Gen Z is going to pay full 10 times when they become adults. We want influencers who want to be
clever.
great,
Yeah.
not just influencers who want a number, right?
You pay them well?
They get paid well.
So you don't pay them?
We are not employers. Yes.
Is this some kind of Uber thing, like a contract thing? I know what's going on.
No, we're helping to manage their careers, right? Brands pay them.
What's the average person making a year?
The smallest sponsorship we've done for a house is $20,000. $20,000 a month for a 3-month commitment will get you some piece of content or something out of that.
Bro, Alter, that's so big. I can tell you guys, I think I'm allowed to say this. I don't know if I am. I don't know if I am. Like, what am I? I'm a streamer that gets like 2K viewers in a month. I reach, how many viewers do I reach in a month? Let's check. Let's check like December, a big month. Let's check December. But they reach much more people than me. In December, I reached unique views. Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, it doesn't show. Oh, it doesn't show how many people. Oh, wait. Can I have 1 sec? How do I do that? Wait. Views. 1 million people. Kind of 1 million. Up to 1 million. 1 million people. That's not much, man. They do one TikTok that gets easy million. That shows you how small I am, man. I'm like a nobody. I entertain 1 million people in a good month, man. In 1 month. On only Twitch. They do that in a minute, man.
The housemates in that house.
Jeez. That puts shit into relation, man.
They're just launching. But they've already made money for house deals before we even launched the house.
God, you're inviting dysfunction with a couple's house, aren't you?
No, this is the reality. This is what these kids are already doing.
But what's 1 million alphas compared to 10 million betas? Well said. Well
this
said.
house, Twin Flames, is for couples.
Babe!
A couple house?
You can imagine, in an era of ubiquitous reality television, why such an arrangement would appeal to Nichelle.
Jesus Christ.
Josh and Star just moved into Twin Flames.
What do you mean? Yeah, that's awful, bro.
So you're a TikTok couple?
Yeah.
How many followers do you have?
I have like 10.4 million.
Why?
Huh?
Why you guys over...
He taught me how
That guy looks like he's 30.
to like make a video blow up, and we kind of just...
He looks like a 30-year-old man that wants to look much younger. To get through customs or something. Just a joke. Just a
She was
joke.
never familiar with TikTok. She wasn't even on the platform.
Well, I always wanted to blow up anyway, so I probably would have figured it out. But I probably wouldn't have been at 10 mil right now.
Do you make any money from that?
A lot of money comes from brand deals.
For me, like, social media is maybe...
And most people click on her because of they're attracted to her because she looks good. That's the whole.
what I do,
She has a
like-
Playboy chain.
I also do website businesses, e-commerce. I do real estate.
You couldn't do that without the money from social media, right?
Oh yeah, social media will literally.
The guy's secretly gay. I didn't want to say it.
So it was essentially for you, it was like seed capital started a company, right?
Yes.
I think social media helped me get signed to a management and get my music career like started.
Why did you choose to move into this house?
When we like first were dating, I had a place in Glendale, and that place cost like $4,000 a month.
That haircut, man. When I go out, all the kids have this haircut
So I'm
now,
like,
man.
you know what?
The noodle
Instead
haircut.
of like paying $4,000 a month, I'd rather come here,
Save 50 grand for a year. Yeah.
Is there anyone chat right now that has his haircut?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And,
Can you
and
send
do
me
you know
real
the
quick?
other people that have moved into the house, or there are people moving in, right?
Yeah.
Not everyone's moved in.
Yeah, we have a new couple moving in, Danny
No,
and Liz,
no,
because
no,
our other
no.
couple left.
No one.
And they were no good?
The guy was just like awful.
Not even a single yes, just to be a memer. I'm kind of proud of you guys.
What is it like living in a house that's not only with just two other couples, but under the microscope all the time, always having to perform?
I love it.
You love it?
I love it. Yeah.
You want more people like wanting to know about your life?
Mm-hmm. I want to see them just like flood the DMs.
So you want fame?
Yeah.
I think it's refreshing that you admit it.
Yeah, but that's okay. They can say that. Why
I'm not
not?
gonna lie.
What is it about fame that makes you want it so badly?
I think it's like making.
And to defend them a bit, it's probably much better for this girl to become a TikToker and be successful than years ago she had to go through the actor cycle of Hollywood, and you could end up in Harvey Weinstein's fucking bureau and bad things happened. It's nice that they have the option nowadays to go TikTok and stuff and don't have to be part of that entire Hollywood circle jerk, man.
Money, just being yourself in a way.
It's a good thing.
I don't like working. Like, to be honest, I don't like working like hard working stuff. I'm gonna be honest. I like entertaining. I like singing. I like dancing in front of the camera. Just be myself to an extent. Like,
Just wait 20 years, you're gonna hear fucked up
I'm a
shit.
Christian guy.
Probably.
Like I love God because like He's allowed this all to happen for me, and
they
I'll
always
talk about all these
so
different
religious, man.
opportunities and try to get people into any opportunity.
Look, man,
that
she's already. Look at her. She's like, we gotta go, man. We gotta make it on TikTok, man.
What happens if it disappears? What do you do?
Probably devote my life to cats.
To cats? I really thought
I wish they would show how many views these videos
say
have.
God, but you said cats.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Dude, straight up, I want to make a little story. If you would upload something like this 10 years ago on Facebook, people would call a doctor for you. When I was like 17 and someone in class would post something like this, he will get bullied, man. He will get bullied, dude.
Yeah.
And now you are rich doing that shit.
Predictably, teenagers having fun and making money provoke the usual moral panic, with breathless headlines about the app precipitating a mental health crisis among teens. Pundits and politicians.
That's a big problem that Lisa told me about. She were talking about this. The problem with social media is, right, that, look, the average teen or young person doesn't look as good as these people. Most of you are ugly fucks. And the problem with social media is that you open your phone and everybody is fucking beautiful. Especially for women, right? You see these beautiful girls and you are looking like a fucking scarecrow, man. And it leads to massive mental health pandemic in young people, man. They don't feel happy about themselves anymore. They have weird ideas, blah, blah, blah. That's a big issue, man, that no one is gonna address.
And it's called for
regulation.
regulation.
A lot of money
TikTok is a
involved.
platform that is basically a Trojan horse.
We should have a hashtag, man. It's hashtag it's okay to be ugly. That's what we need, man.
For the Chinese government.
That would really help
The
some
Trump
people.
administration, throwing constitutional concerns to the wind, threatened to ban the app.
We are looking at a lot of alternatives with respect to TikTok.
And for the tens of thousands of newly minted TikTok professionals who monetize skill sets that most people didn't even know were considered skill sets, the moral panic became an existential panic.
You should like rebel against this. Make an ugly TikTok where you only let ugly people on, and all the ugly people work together and give it views and help each other out, and then we shit on these good-looking people. That will be something.
There was this funny.
It actually exists. TommyKay on TikTok. Check it out right now.
No, man, it didn't look like it was actually gonna happen. Where Donald Trump's like, "I'm gonna ban TikTok."
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, pretend that happened. What would you do?
Well, personally, I want to get into
Twitch.
real estate and I want to start a few of my own businesses. So this was never like my main focus.
But for some people,
For some people,
what is
I'm
with
concerned for them.
nails?
I'm honestly concerned for those
Really?
that group.
Molly's Parksley.
Because of the age group, it allows them to be like really immature. Like, there's no parents. Everyone's just kind of like living like adults.
Yes, I'm ugly, but I will never watch another ugly person.
So like no one's actually
Too
an
real, man.
adult.
Too real.
Is
Look at
there a
that
moment
pool,
where you're
dude.
like,
Jeez.
"What the f am I doing?" Do you ever do that?
I don't think I have the
I
time
have that
to
every
do
morning.
I just have to deal with it.
But you make
I
money.
live in Hong Kong. We also have no
For the
TikTok.
work that you put in,
China made TikTok and it's banned in Hong Kong. Makes you kind of understand what's going
it's
on, right?
definitely worth it.
When you said the word work.
Right, like I use that loosely.
It's, yeah, it's work.
It is
Yeah,
work.
but, I mean, it is though. Do you
Yeah.
have a break from it?
No. No.
Never.
Never.
Thank you, Vane and Maple Tea Biscuit, my brothers.
And you get to pick one. You're not white anymore. Okay.
But Nichelle shrugs off the concerns
Your snake's a thief.
I will be getting a big one eventually.
and puts her money where her mouth is. Her kids are TikTok influencers.
TikTok
they're
is still
sisters?
new. Brands are still figuring it out.
Wait, is she the
Younger
mom of them?
Where her,
Your
Wait.
snake, not white.
What's her name?
her kids are TikTok influencers.
Oh, that's the mom.
TikTok is still
Wait,
new.
is
Brands are still figuring it out. The younger generation are
Or
the
did I
ones
get
that
that
set
wrong?
the trends for pop culture.
Why is there so much contempt for them?
Pimping out her kids?
There was a feeling when it was
Family
relegated
business.
to the athletes, the musicians,
Yeah.
the actors, who could claim that sort of
Jesus
influence.
Christ, man.
Now when you open it up and you say anybody and everybody can do it, that puts a little more pressure on you to say, why can't you do it? Previous generations, including mine, you needed a degree.
I don't
even
get
if
that. She eats a thing and then she dances. I'm getting too old.
Everybody and everybody
She's
can do
bored?
it. That puts a little more pressure on
And
you
she
to say,
eats
why
something?
can't you do it? Previous
now she
generations, including
dances.
mine, you needed a
And
degree,
that's the whole thing?
even if you didn't have a copy.
That was it? It's a trend? It's called ecstasy, Tommy. It's an ad. Product placement. For
You were
ecstasy.
going to have some sort of technical training. Now you're back to Amy, who lives in Florida, and Amy is making more money than her parents wearing a bikini. That doesn't make everyone feel so good, because then if Amy can do it, why can't you? For me, I went to University of Pennsylvania. I'm an Ivy League grad. I'm expecting their
That cannot be healthy, man, for everyone involved. That cannot be healthy, man. I'm trying to be open-minded, but that cannot be healthy.
Daughters decided to go to college.
How do you feel about that?
I know how much money this business makes. They can make 6 figures at an age that would have taken them getting a master's.
Yeah, but if she has a Yale degree at 60 years old, she can make a ton of money. At 60 years old, what is it?
One or two things happens. You do this, you make a tons of money, you have parents like my daughters have, and they teach you about savings and investing, and you created your own trust fund.
That's what I said in the beginning. I really get that, man. Imagine your kid is doing this for like 5 years. He brings 5 million home. And then he invested well. It's his money. He didn't waste it. Then normal life comes back. He gets a normal job or management, whatever. Why not? Why not? As long as they manage the money well that they make in that period. Wealth. Why the fuck not? Why not?
You will continue to make wealth if you continue to be an influencer and you haven't burned out.
Oh, makes you want to vomit, doesn't it?
Or you can make money, spend it all, and be washed out, right? Same way you could get a college degree and become addicted to something and
totally right.
You know, wash out too.
That woman has
Again,
a lot of IQ.
Are you talking about me?
She's talking some mad sense. She's just playing the game of life, dude.
This alien world, with its often incomprehensible rituals and nomenclature, exists to excite the neurons of teens and ultimately separate them from their parents' hard-earned money. But besides the rapid and often vapid content, it's pretty traditional. Attractive people with varying degrees of talent are lured to LA with dreams of fame. Some make it and some don't. And the ones who do are handsomely compensated. And after all, almost every influencer I spoke to dreamed of a career in traditional movies or on traditional television. There's nothing new in that sense. But there's one noticeable paradigm-shifting difference. Gatekeepers still exist, but there are fewer. No one approves scripts, no executives offer notes, no morons in suits demand moronic rewrites. And while perhaps some of this stuff could use an editor's pen, the content is perishable. It's quickly filmed and soon forgotten. The content doesn't exist to fill some artistic need, with financial compensation a flattering bonus. The content exists almost exclusively to lure the money, to achieve the fame, for everyone to get paid. TikTok has made celebrity more democratic, but it also seems more aggressively commercial. Selling out is no longer an insult, it's the goal. If the content creators create pointless content, the only thing left is the personality, the influencer, the transitory fame of a human billboard.
He's just explaining my Wall Street.
What are you paying me? What are you paying me? Quick.
$10,000.
$10,000
For you to kiss it on the mouth.
Give me your snake.
But first, get it away from me.
You kiss him first.
Nah, that's a might be.
You owe me $10,000. See, this is really how influencers make money on aimless bets. $10,000 made. Thanks, Mom. There was a time when I had a giant snake climbing on my body right now.
Disgusting.
Give him a kiss.
No.
Quick, give me a kiss.
Get away from me. Get away from me.